Hello, I'm Douglas from Gaijin-Eyes. Although I have made many tutorials for editing applications, this is the first time I'm making one for Photopia Creator. Now, I'm sure Jennifer has already covered this topic somewhere in her many excellent tutorials on ProShow Producer and nowadays on Photopia Creator. But nonetheless, I'd like to give you my take on something which I call color wash. I begin by opening Photopia, start a new project, and we'll give it the name Color Wash. Create. And for the first slide, I'm just going to right-click and select Insert Blank Slide. This slide here is not so important. It's only there to act as a buffer when I show you the actual effect playing back. For the second slide, I need a nice colourful picture. I'll go over to my browser window here, and I have this picture of Shuri Castle in Okinawa. Drop it here. Unfortunately, this castle, which had World Heritage status, was completely razed to the ground in a fire a few months ago. Double-click on the slide to open the Properties windows. Go to the slide, right-click, and duplicate the layer. Switch off the visibility here. Go to the slide below. Before I continue, I'm going to change the name of this slide. Right-click, rename layer, and I'll call it Shuri Black and White. OK. So now I have to make it black and white. Go to the Adjustments tab for that slide. Go to Color Adjustments. Saturation, pull saturation all the way to the left. Now once you've done that, you may think you want to brighten up the grayscale image a little, and you can do that by playing around with the white point and the black point. The white point to the right will brighten up the picture, and black point to the left will make it more contrasty. And that is all you will have to do with this image. Now move over to the upper image. We'll have to switch it on again. And just to keep things tidy, I'll right-click here, rename layer, Shuri Color. With Shuri Color selected, go up here to this mask and click to add an image masking layer. Now your window may not open and look like this one. It may open with this selected or this. If it does, go along to the third choice here, the gradients. Then go down in the drop-down menu to Masks. There are a number of default masks here, but I want one which is completely white. One way of doing this would be to select, for example, this mask, select the white marker here, and remove it. Now select the black marker, go to the color selection box, select this pipette or eyedropper, click, go over to the very first marker here, click on it. OK, now you have a completely white mask. Before continuing, and especially if you're likely to be using this effect again, you could add the mask now, so that you'll have it here next time for direct selection. OK. Now the image has been covered completely by the white mask. The masking layer gradient is still selected. Now select Layer again. Go down to Select, Browse, and for this tutorial, to keep things simple and easy to follow, I'm going to double click on the circle, which now has changed my rectangular mask to this circular one. Go to the adjustments for this mask, and I'm going to pull Blur all the way to the right. Now go to the animations for this mask. Make sure you're on the first keyframe. Go to Zoom. Pull Zoom all the way to the left so the mask disappears. Next, I'm going to double click around the 2-second mark. You can see there that the mask is beginning to appear. I don't want it to appear yet, so right click on the first keyframe, copy the values to the next keyframe. If I look at the next keyframe, you can see the mask is still at 0. Now go to the end keyframe. Go back to the zoom and pull it to the right until your frame is completely filled with white. Now I'll move back on the timeline a bit and double click to make a new keyframe. Right click on the final keyframe and copy everything to the previous keyframe. So now this should be totally white. That's all you need to do. You're finished. The effect is done. If you don't believe me, let me do this. I'll go back here and then I'll press play. And with that, I've finished my first straight-to-the-point tutorial on Photopia Creator. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.